So I'm someone who's personally really interested in the arts, and like my passions are theatre, music, film, but I've always understood how difficult it is to work in those specific industries. So over lockdown, I thought it would be a really good idea to interview people in all these different industries that are difficult to get into, to kind of make it easier for people my age to know which steps to take to be able to work in their desired industries and fields of work.
And from speaking to some of these industry professionals, what was your takeaway from them?
Well, I've learned a lot about multiple different industries that I didn't know about at all, but I think I've also learned that a lot of industries are very specific. The steps that you need to take are very specific. I think a lot of people my age know, look, I have to go to university, I have to get a degree in this to get to where I need to be, but there's a lot of kind of careers where you need a lot of work experience that people might not know about. You need to shadow people that work in these industries. So I've learned a lot about that, and hopefully it's opening people's eyes to different things that they can do to make it easier to work in those fields of work.
Of course, higher education is very important to be able to excel, but as you've mentioned there, work experience, shadowing people, was that quite an eye-opener to see that there's a different route?
Yeah, I didn't really know about that. For instance, I interviewed a dentist, and I'd always thought you just get your A-levels, you go to school, and then you're a dentist, you work your way up. But what I didn't realise is that to really be, taken on as a dentist, you need to shadow other dentists, other dental therapists in order to be able to have that job or really secure that place, which I had no idea about. And I think that's quite eye-opening, the fact that grades are one thing and school is one thing, but to really be able to work up into these industries, you need a lot of experience on your back. So I feel like if people know this at this stage of their life, they'll be able to get that experience and then really secure jobs in these different industries.
And in this day and age when people are blogging and vlogging, what's the best way for them to get their voice out there heard and to maybe look into some of these industries themselves?
So for me, yeah, I've always been very comfortable with it, and a lot of my friends have started messaging me asking about starting up blogs themselves, which is really cool, and I've been giving them tips, different websites that they can use so they can start too. So I think people are starting to take that step into doing blogs and writing and building up skills within that. So I think that's really cool as well, that it's giving people the opportunity to start their own blogs and do something they wanted to do, and it's showing them how to do that as well.
And so I'm interviewing you at this point now, you're being interviewed, so is this perhaps a career that you might consider in future, something in media?
Yeah, definitely. I did my work experience at GBC, which was really fun. I did that a while ago, and I kind of did, interviews here and there, and I was really interested in that. So getting to interview people online is really cool, but I'd definitely be interested in doing it in person too, possibly in the future also starting a podcast, getting people to speak about their experience and stuff like that. So that's definitely a career path I would look into going into.